Robinhood stock just broke an all-time highs, and while most are focused on the news, we're focused on the chart. In today's video, we're doing a deep technical breakdown of HOOD, looking at the price structure, the key EMAs, and bullish options flow that could signal more upside. So whether you're an investor or a trader, you don't want to miss out. Before we dive in, feel free to subscribe to the Uplift Markets newsletter. We provide personal AI insights and AI-powered trade setups straight to your inbox. Now, before we hit the chart, we have to do a brief rundown. Robinhood recently hosted its To Catch a Token event, unveiling access to tokenized stocks, crypto staking, and perpetual futures, with a focus on European users. Now, that was the overall spark. So let's analyze here what the CEO, Vlad Tenev, had to say about this and how this will impact the stock and increase the overall institutional backing. Let's take a closer look here.
Is that we see a world when crypto and traditional financial services fully merge, and we'd like to demonstrate with real products in customers' hands how that world could be better, more useful, with global availability, 24/7 access to the markets, everything that blockchain has to offer. And really in the EU, what we're building is the seeds of what Robinhood looks like if it was built from the ground up on blockchain technology. So you have stock tokens, you have access to private company shares, you have perpetual futures, spot crypto. So really it's becoming a comprehensive crypto system, a comprehensive financial services platform for European customers built from the ground up on crypto technology.
So let's take a closer look here at the overall chart and analyze whether it's a buy or if it's a sell. So as you guys can see, we are now on a bullish daily chart here of Robinhood. I like the stock mainly because not only are we breaking all-time highs, but we're also above the 50 EMA. This yellow line that you guys see right here, this basically shows that there's institutional backing and that there's extreme support here in the bullish, right? The buyers are in control of this trend overall. We're also above the swing high anchored VWAP, which is where the sellers came in the prior day, right? And pretty much saying that those individuals are now losing money. So they obviously had to cover, and that's what pretty much prompted this intense upward move, like I said, right? That intense upward move that we've been seeing. So pretty much I'd expect the stock to not only, pretty much pull back over the next coming days and finally look for a buy opportunity, because the stock is pretty overextended. We haven't been at all touching the 50 EMA. We're quite far away from it. The only time we came close to touching the 50 EMA was around here, around this date here, around May, and it's been just intense movement since there. So in my personal opinion, I think the stock is pretty extended and would like to enter on a pullback. And you may be asking, well, why? Well, simply if we use the Fibonacci moves, we already did 100% of this pullback move, right? We reached this extension. That's why we're seeing this red candle, which showing, obviously there's going to be individuals who are going to be, taking profit and, analyzing this stock a little bit deeper. And look at where this level coincides. The point, pretty much, this Fibonacci level is matching exactly at the 50 EMA, as you guys can see there. That level shows a level of confluence. If the stock decides to pull back towards that area, I would look to buy somewhere around here, this confluence zone, or even at this most recent high of around $81 right here would be an amazing place to buy the name, due to its reasoning that it's it's pretty overextended here on the price action, right? So you would like to get a cheaper price on the name. We still have the future price targets here on Robinhood towards the $122, $123 level here based off of Fibonacci's, and it still has that upper momentum here, still looking strong, but we're expecting a pullback. And also the reasoning as to why we believe it's pretty extended is that the RSI here on the lower part of the screen here, you guys are noticing here, is showing here that we are pretty much above 70, and we're looking to get a little overextended. And this same thing happened the last time and we declined, right? So it was overextended, and then we had that decline towards the downside. So it's pretty much almost kind of what's happening here. We're seeing a lot of bullish momentum though, but it's kind of getting overextended. So we expect some type of pullback, and that's where we find the areas here of support around $81 or around this area of confluence here where we have the 50 EMA matching this overall Fibonacci level here of around $69 here towards the final price target towards $123. And also, we're really expecting bullish momentum. Analyzing now the options flow is we have the put to call ratio. So as you guys can see here on Hood, we have the put volume, so the total amount of contracts that are towards the short side, the call volume, total amount of contracts towards the long side, and we have the total volume. As you guys can see, every single date has the call volume higher than the put, so there's more bullish sentiment far out, right? The investors are really pricing in future growth in this name. As you guys can see, the call volume is greater than the put volume here on the expiration for the overall 3rd of July, as well as for the upcoming 11th of July all the way, and we don't see the call volume be any less than the put volume for quite a while, right? We're seeing every single date here have a higher call volume than the put volume, showing that there's a lot of expected bullish momentum still towards that side being factored in here into the stock. So that's pretty much adding into the overall confidence and the bullish trend that we're seeing on Robinhood. So if you guys like that analysis, feel free to subscribe to the channel and also to the Uplift Markets newsletter. We provide a personal AI insights and AI-powered trade setups straight to your inbox. As always, don't let the markets whip you guys out. I'll see you guys on the next one.